back to my channel. Ooh, look at my, ooh. This is my Snow Glow HairByPierre butter oil mix that I'm wearing on my shoulders and clavicles right now. That's making this gorgeous little like sheen. Okay, anyway, if you guys would like to purchase my HairByPierre Snow Glow butter oil mix, it is linked in the bio. Ooh. Anyway, let's get into this video. So this video is going to be assumptions that were made about me. Okay, so I asked people on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and I think Twitter for people to like make some assumptions about me. They could inbox me or DM me or just comment what they assumed about me. And I just made some notes. I actually did this like a couple months ago, so sorry if you guys missed to ask. If you would like to also make some more assumptions about me, you can definitely leave those in the comments. It's completely fine. I'll answer you guys if I don't answer your questions or your assumptions here. My first assumption, which is, I don't know if it's an assumption or an opinion, but my first one is you're fly as F. I don't want to curse on here, but you're fly AF. That means that you're fly as F. So thank you. I appreciate that. That's really nice. That's a nice compliment. Because you're an artist at heart. Yes, I am an artist. My mom's an artist, my dad's an artist, my brother's an artist. Pretty much everybody in my family is pretty much an artist, so it was almost kind of natural for me to be an artist as well. And I have a ton of different mediums that I'm into. I'm a born artist, born creative, and I went to art school. Next one was you work for some kind of digital software company or fashion company. Okay, so yes, I have worked for digital software companies and fashion companies. I used to work for Penthouse magazine. They actually moved out to LA, so I don't work for them anymore. Sorry, I also used to work for Jessica Simpson Dresses corporate, and I also used to work for Vince Camuto corporate as well. I was a design and sales assistant, and I was a graphic designer for Penthouse magazine. I also went to Parsons New School of Design, which is a well-known fashion design school, as well as a graphic design school, architecture design school, pretty much all design. It's one of the top design schools in the country. Next one was, I guess it's a positive assumption. I've always assumed you are extremely calm and collected by your voice tone and also by the way you care for yourself. Your voice tone is so peaceful and the way you carry yourself so positive that it comes off so natural. Thank you. I would say that's partially true. I wouldn't say that I'm naturally calm. I can get kind of loud and kind of rowdy depending on my mood. I would say that I wouldn't say I'm a naturally calm person. I guess I can be calm. It's a facet of my personality, but there are many other facets to my personality that are kind of opposite of that as well. So, but I would say that I'm like, when I'm happy, I'm pretty calm. When I'm content, I'm pretty calm. So yes, and most of the time when I'm making videos for you guys, or when I'm like on social media or talking to you guys or making content for you guys, making art for you guys, I am in my happy space, so I am calm. So yes, that's partially true. But of course, I have a natural anxiety, so my anxiety can cause me to be a little irritable sometimes. It can cause me to be moody sometimes. So I would say like I'm not always calm, but when I'm making art, I am my most calm. So yes, thank you. All right, so the next one was you're obsessed with your hair and hair in general. Yes, I am obsessed with hair. That's why I made a YouTube channel, because I wanted an outlet to be able to express my obsession, if you will, with hair. I wanted to be able to track my hair growth. Because a lot of times, like, I notice, even with, not just with myself, but with others, it's hard to like see your progress when you don't record or document your progress. So because I think about my hair a lot of the time, I wanted to document my progress, and it ended up being what it is now, my YouTube channel. I am obsessed with hair. I think about hair on a daily basis. I would say it's one of my passions. I actually, since I was a kid, like since I was like, as far as I can remember, I remember wanting to learn how to braid, wanting to learn how to cornrow, wanting to learn how to, like, always hair. Say hi to Chase. I actually wanted to be a cosmetologist back in like middle school, but somewhere along the line it changed, and I decided I wanted to be a fashion designer, and then somewhere along the line that changed, and I decided I wanted to be a graphic designer. And as of now, it would be really cool to be able to be a I actually want to get my cosmetology license at some point. I don't know when I'll do that, but I do want to get that at some point, just so I can, because I do hair on the side. I do have some clients that come to me that get their hair done, but I am not licensed. But I do hair well enough that people trust me with their hair even though I don't have a license. But yes, I am obsessed with hair. I'm obsessed with my own hair. I'm obsessed with hair in general. I love, once someone becomes my client, it's almost like I feel like I've adopted them or adopted their hair, and I like enforce, or I try to enforce the consistency for them to get their hair done so they can stay consistent with their hair, because hair requires consistency. I feel like I adopted their hair and that I'm now the sole provider or caretaker of their hair, and I'm always like, come back, you need a trim, or make sure you moisturize, have you deep conditioned, did you wash your hair, take those braids out, make sure you're nice to your hair, don't cut it. Like, I'm always like that person in my friend group and my family and whoever is my client. I'm that person that's always reminding them to stay on it with their hair. Like, I'm like their coach. So yes, I do think about hair on a daily basis. Hair to me is my passion, kind of like how somebody might have a passion for makeup, a passion for fashion, passion for shoes, passion for health, like whatever. Those people think about health on a daily basis. Those people think about fashion on a daily basis. I think about hair on a daily basis. And I've always been this way. And my friends can tell you that. Okay, next one is, you think you're all of that and you're conceited. Now, I've heard this like all my life. Yeah, I do think I'm all that, and I wouldn't say conceited, but I am into myself, I would say. And it's coming from like a confident place, not so much like a I'm better than you or I'm better than others type of place. I think there's like this false sense of like negativity that falls around people that try to tell the people, oh, you think you're all that, or oh, you're into yourself. There's nothing wrong with being into yourself at all. It's part of self-care. As long as you just don't think that you're better than other people, then that's kind of the difference. Yes, I care about how I look. I care about how I present myself. I care about I just care for myself in general. I do think I'm attractive. I do think I'm pretty. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, you know, it's funny because growing up, I got that a lot. Like, oh, you think you're all that. You think you're so cute. You said, like, what is wrong with that? Why does it matter to you what I think about myself? I just feel like people who care or feel some type of way about people thinking they're all of that are people who don't think they're all that themselves or don't really like themselves. So that's not really like my problem. That's kind of like their problem. So yeah, like I kind of had to learn that growing up, because I remember people telling me all the time, oh, you're so conceited. I don't know why you're so conceited. Oh, you think you're all that. Oh, you're so into yourself. You're so full of yourself. And like saying it in such a derogatory way that it makes you feel like shameful to care about yourself. And it's like, no, I should care about myself. I should think highly of myself. I should have standards. For you to try to shame me on that lets me know that you don't have those things. And that's something that you have to work on. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Anyway, the next one is how do you travel so often? Okay, so my first international trip out of the country was when I was 18. I went to Paris with my mom. And then my next international trip, when I got my first job out of college, I went to Puerto Rico. And then my first solo trip by myself, or like with one other friend that I financed, was when I went to Greece when I was 23. I am a Pisces, and many of us Pisces are planners. Unless you just have like a different moon or you're on the cusp. Most Pisces, not every Pisces has this trait, but majority of Pisces have like a planner trait. I have a planner trait, so I'm a big planner. I like to plan things in advance. I like to know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, boom, 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 boom. I mean, some things I could do spontaneously, but most of the time I like to know what I'm doing ahead of time. I'm a planner, and I do a lot of research before I commit to something, because I want to make sure it's something that I'm gonna be cool with. I'm gonna be, because the way that I don't want to say I have high standards, because that's subjective, but like I have a certain level of standards that I feel like need to be met when I do things. So I'm like super into researching and making sure I'm like making the right decisions. So before I plan trips, I do a lot of research on pricing and playing around with dates, travel packages, researching what's the cheapest for that year, what time of the year is the cheapest to go, the off seasons. Like, I really look into like a lot of different things that play into why I can travel so often. I've pretty much traveled twice a year since I was like 23. I'm 28, almost 29 now. So a lot of people cannot do that, and I'm able to do that because I plan ahead, and now I'm at a place where I know how to look for different, depending on where I go also too. Like if I'm going to Europe, there's a certain thing I do for that. There's a certain itinerary I set up for that. If I'm going to Africa, there's a certain itinerary I would set up for that. When I go to the Caribbean, certain itinerary I would set up for that. So it's like I'm like, I understand how the traveling thing works, and I can do it without having to pay a fortune. Because a lot of people think, oh, I want to go to Dominican Republic. It's gonna cost me like $2,000 to go. I'm like, no, it only costs like $400. So yeah, and like I'm a big saver too. I budget well, I save well, so I'm able to save my money to be able to do these things as well. So yeah, it's a bunch of things, but it's definitely all those things I just mentioned and how I'm able to travel so often. It's not because I'm rich or you know, yeah, I'm rich. It's not because I'm rich, like, because I'm not rich, but it's because I'm a planner and I plan well and I research a lot before I do things. Next assumption is you're super confident with yourself and your body. Yes, I would say I'm pretty confident with myself. Like, obviously everybody has like things that they're insecure about, or the things they feel like could get like enhanced or better or want more of or whatever. Because like, I feel like, especially in your teen years, you're like taught certain things like, oh, being flat-chested isn't like cute or sexy or whatever, or being skinny isn't like desirable or whatever. And there was a phase that I went through, like I think in my college years, where like thick girls was like super in, like thick butts, big ass boobies, like, you know, were really in. And I don't have like a really thick body. I would say I have an hourglass shape, but I'm definitely not thick, and I don't have big old boobies and all that, whatever. And I remember thinking like, why is this like, why are we all focusing on this one idea of beauty? Like there's other types of beauty. And I don't know, a lot of times when like things become trendy, or when people act like one type of look is more beautiful than any other type of look, I kind of just like individualize myself and say like, well, I don't really care what you like, I care what I like. And I think I have a great body. I have a really nice shape. I'm proportionate. My boobs fit my frame. And, you know, even though they're small, they're perky. Like I'll say to myself like, well, that's great that you like big boobs, but my boobs are cute and they look good, cute in a crop top. Or, you know what I mean? I find like the good and what I guess someone else might think is not good, and I say it is good. And that's kind of what creates that confidence, because it's like, I'm not worrying about what you like or what you want. I'm worrying about what I like and what I want. And in turn, exuding that confidence kind of makes people look at you in a way where it's like, oh, well, maybe that is beautiful, or maybe that is like sexy, or maybe that is great. Not saying that those things aren't great, but like some people who are like myopic in how they view things, they will change their mind about how they view things because they'll see that. They'll open their eyes because they'll want to understand why you think something's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I just basically, how I stay confident is, or how I am confident is, I just worry about myself. Like I just literally like think, I don't compare myself to other people ever really. Usually most of the time is if I see somebody that has something that I think is great, and let's say I don't have it, I just think, I want that, I'm gonna get it. Or that's great, I like the way that looks, I'm gonna try to see if I could get that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't think to myself, oh wow, that looks great on her, I can't pull that off. Or oh wow, that looks great on her, ugh, I hate her, I can never have that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think to my negative, I don't speak against myself, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of like, I guess is why I'm confident. Also too, I think I have a pretty nice body. Like, I mean, let's just be real. Like the next one, assumption, you have high standards. Okay, so I would say I have high standards, but standards are subjective. Everybody's standards are going to be different, and everybody's level of high or low is different, depending on what you believe your best self is. I would say personally I have high standards, but there's some certain things that I feel like I'm more lenient about that I could have higher standards on. Like not necessarily about myself, but just like I don't have a lot of tolerance for nonsense. If you are a friend of mine or family member of mine or peer of mine or something, you'll know I have like a very low tolerance for nonsense. And I've learned to stay true to myself. I don't allow people to walk over me or gaslight me, or I don't really have a lot of tolerance for BS, pretty much. So yeah, I would say, but also standards depends. Like it could be like style. Like everybody's sense of style is different depending on what they're able to get. Whereas it's like creativity or like how much money you have to be able to buy those things that you want. So I don't know, standards is kind of like a very broad statement to say, but I would say that to me, when I think of high standards, I think I don't settle, basically. I don't settle. I don't want to settle. And if I do settle, it's because I'm working my way towards something, not because I'm just gonna chill there because I don't think I deserve more. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I do think I have high standards. Next one, you and your boyfriend are best friends and couple goals. Thank you. Well, yes, we are best friends. He is the first person I talk to about things that I'm happy about or things that I'm sad about or things that I'm angry about or things I don't like or things I love or whatever. So yes, he is my best friend, and I'm very comfortable more than anyone talking to him because he gets me more than a lot of people. I wouldn't say everybody. I have like really good friends that other friends that I'm comfortable talking to too, but he's one of those people that I would definitely say is my best friend. Couple goals. Thank you. I get why people call us couple goals because I guess of our dynamic, but I feel iffy about the word couple goals because every couple is different and every couple has their highs and their lows, as does every relationship. So I'm not saying that we're not couple goals because I definitely think we're pretty compatible, but I don't want to like, I don't want people to like idolize, you know. I don't think idolizing someone else's relationship is good because everybody has their thing, like everybody goes through their thing. So next, you're bougie. I've heard this before. I feel like the bougie, you're into yourself, you're conceited, that whole thing, I feel like that's also based on how you carry yourself or how you look. If you look a certain kind of way, if you talk a certain kind of way, if you walk a certain kind of way, people can like view you as bougie or conceited or into yourself, and it's kind of like judgy because, you know, what do you know? How do you know what I think? You know what I'm saying? But I don't see the problem in being confident. So I wouldn't say I'm bougie per se. There's certain things that I'm particular about, and I'm just like, it's more so about like aesthetic. Like if I'm saying like, ugh, I don't like those curtains, they're tacky, I can see why someone might say, oh, you're bougie, like you're bourgeois, what does bougie even mean? I'm about to Google it. How about bourgeois? Because bougie does not mean bourgeois. Is of characteristic of the middle class, typically with reference to its perceived materialistic values or conventional attitudes. Okay, I'm definitely not materialistic, but I definitely have certain values about how things should be done. So I guess I would definitely say it says a rich, bored, bougie family. Basically people who are materialistic. I'm not materialistic at all, but I have a certain value system that maybe someone else might not have and may think that I'm bougie because of that value system. So I'll just say that. All right, next assumption. You're mixed. Yes, I'm mixed. My mom is African American and my father is Cape Verdean, which is black, and Portuguese. So yes, I am mixed, but I just say I'm black because I'm black. Okay, you're a perfectionist. No, I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist per se. I mean, obviously, sometimes I could be particular about things, but that's more so because I have anxiety and I am a little neurotic when it comes to certain things. So like OCD. I'm more OCD than I am a perfectionist. Sometimes I want things a certain way because I'm like, it bothers me. Not so much because I need things to be perfect. I don't need things to be perfect. Sometimes I get like lazy and I'm just like, ugh, whatever, it's good enough. So no, I'm not perfect. And I'm not a perfectionist. All right, next one is you're humble and sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so thank you. I do think I'm sweet and I do think I'm humble. I know how to say thank you and I know how to be grateful for what I have. So I would say I'm pretty humble. And yes, you can be humble and you can be confident at the same time. Okay, so the next one is you deserve way more subscribers. Thank you. I think I do. Yeah, I've been on YouTube for like, what, 5 years now? Almost 6 years. So I've been on YouTube since 2012. Whoa, okay. I've been on YouTube since 2012 and yeah, Naturally Nisa used to follow me on YouTube, and back before she became super YouTube famous, and now she's blown up. So I'm just like, I want to blow up too. I want to blow up, you know. But I think that some YouTubers were better at their marketing skills for themselves than others, or like put more effort into like making this into their business versus me. I was just kind of like, I was just making videos because I wanted to track my hair growth, and I wasn't really thinking about like the professional aspect of YouTube. So I think that's how I got left behind. I'm not sure, to be honest, because I do think I deserve more subscribers by now, but and you know, views and all that. But I am very happy with my 22,000+ subscribers that I have currently. You guys are wonderful. Okay, the last assumption is you're a cosmetologist because you know so much about hair. No, as I said before, I'm not a cosmetologist, although I would like to be one day. I know a lot about hair because like I said before, I'm a researcher. I love to research things that I'm really into, and hair is something I'm very into and very passionate about. So I've done a lot of research, a lot of trial and error on hair, mostly on myself, and therefore I've learned a lot about hair. A lot of people trust me with their hair, so I learned about hair by doing other people's hair in different textures, different hair types, and just literally I've been doing hair since I was like 9, 10, 11, between 9 and 11. So like literally doing other people's hair, people trusting me with their hair, sometimes adults. I remember being in high school and I've had adults pay me to do their hair. Yeah, like I've been doing hair for a really long time. Even though I don't have a license, I'm not professionally trained, but I'm self-taught, and I think I know quite a bit. I would say some things I know more than some trained licensed cosmetologists, you know. I definitely think that I would be way better of a hairstylist if I went to school. I'm not doubting school. I do believe school teaches a lot of things that you would never think to even learn. So yes, I do want to go to school for it because I am passionate about it. And I would like to say I have a license, and when I do people's hair, it's legal. So I don't know, is it illegal to do people's hair? I don't think it is, but you know, I think it's only illegal if you're working in a shop without a license. But anyway, I don't work at a shop, and I'm doing someone's hair. It's usually like at their house or my house or something. But anyway, yeah, so that's the end of my assumptions video. They weren't too bad. They were kind of all things that I expected to get assumed about me. I expect people to think that I'm artistic because I kind of express myself a lot artistically. I expect people to think that I'm full of myself because I don't know, I guess because I've heard it all my life, I expect it. I'm very aware of that people think I'm obsessed with hair and stuff like that. The only thing that I'm surprised I didn't get, I guess, was that I'm scissor happy, because I've gotten that, but no one said anything about me being scissor happy. But I definitely am not scissor happy. I'm only scissor happy when my hair isn't to my standard, which goes back to high standards. I have high standards for my hair because of what I know. I know my hair can get to a certain point, and I believe it can, and I push it to do that. I'm not gonna settle for something that I know isn't something I really want. So yeah, that ends this video. I hope this video was kind of like a eye-opener into what some people think about me, or what you guys probably already think about me but didn't think to ask me, or didn't want to ask, or afraid to ask, or whatever. If you guys have any more assumptions about me, make sure to leave those in the description box. I will definitely respond to them. I try to always respond to my subscribers or people who comment in my people who comment or whatever. So yeah, I hope this video was cool, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. You want to say bye to Chase because he's being a bug this entire video. Hi, Chase. Hi, baby. All right, bye.